Well, I used a Mac and a PC, which were vital components for what I did in my project. This set of equipment was key throughout our coursework, as they're the main components to allow most of the other media technologies to operate. This was used on every section of planning research. So firstly, I used the Mac at school. There's quite a range to use, so they're better as they provide more creativity, and they have larger screens and software is already set up on them, which is something I can get with my PC at home, the Lenovo 250. However, my PC is easily transported. It is only a laptop, and I believe it controls easier than the Mac. That's my personal preference. However, it doesn't have as many programs as all the ones that school already paid for, and also it has a smaller screen, so it's harder to be as creative using them. An additional technology that we used were a different range of cameras. We used a Canon 600D, and we also used a Nikon D3100. These were vital through all sections, as all videos were completed with these cameras. The Nikon was easily available because school has quite a few available. However, we didn't particularly like the quality. There was poor lighting, and the controls were slightly confusing. However, because there was quite a few available, it allowed us to get a variety of angles to get a better quality video. The Canon was a much better camera and good lighting, but there was only one available from Will in our group, which meant when he wasn't available, it was difficult to get hold of the camera as well. There was an issue of consistency because of poor battery life, which meant it was quite hard to use for the Final Cut music video all the way through, so we had to change cameras, which was less than ideal. Thirdly, we used the software Premiere Pro. This was vital through all sections because in most of the videos that we completed, it involved using the Premiere Pro as an editing use. Videos include such as conventions of music video, history of music video, and many more. This was useful for editing. You could add text as well, so this was quite important in the questionnaire video. Also, the presentation is much more engaging than just sort of throwing text and images onto a page. Also, you could add music quite easily, and we used it for our final and rough cut. Another Adobe software we used was Photoshop. We only used Photoshop on our ancillary tasks, both Digipack and the website. Initially, we used it for the Digipack to import the images we've taken in, and they improve the images through the contrast and the saturation. This makes the image look a bit more appealing, more engaging. Overall, I quite liked the software. It was an easy layout to understand. It was already available on the Mac, however, it wasn't available on my PC at home because it's quite expensive to use for what overall wasn't too much of the course. For the website, we used it on the store section. We basically copied the Imagine Dragons symbols and key logos onto different types of clothing, such as jumpers, t-shirts. Overall, all my work was presented on a website called Wix. It was an easy layout, so it was easy to place images and text, so it was easy to read, and the navigation between site and pages was quite simple, which makes it easier to mark and find pages I want to edit throughout the year. It stores everything in one place, so I don't have to search too far. Also, the website, it's easily accessible on all technologies, such as phones, PCs, Macs, and inserting videos, text, and images is very simplistic. Another website that was commonly visited was YouTube. We use YouTube to access information, and we could download music for our videos. For example, our target audience video, we downloaded sort of a background music to make the video more engaging. We also use YouTube to upload videos to put onto our Wix site, such as the videos we created, like the target audience feedback. What I liked about YouTube is a quick upload time, and it's easy to transfer from YouTube onto Wix. It's just a copy of a link. However, it was slightly frustrating at school. We were not able to upload, so because of the problems with the Wi-Fi, and having to transferring the video onto our memory stick to take home. This caused delay on some different videos, such as my music analysis 3. Similarly to YouTube, we use Vimeo to upload our videos. It had the same components to YouTube, same sort of upload speed. So the core reason for me using this was because other members in my group were uploading videos onto there, so it was easier to transfer information between people in the group. Throughout our coursework, we use different presentation methods and to find a range of more engaging ways for people to view the coursework. Such methods include Movie Maker, a program on Windows. This is quite similar to Premiere Pro, but it's much more basic and simplistic. I used it for my audience feedback, as it was easy to use, and what I wanted to achieve wasn't too complicated. So it was quite easily accessible from home. However, it's not as effective as Premiere Pro because you can't edit or cut out information you don't want. But however, for this topic, it wasn't that important. Furthermore, for my iconography, I use a Prezi presentation. It's easily accessible because it's on the internet, so I can access it from home and from school. This is a different presentational method, so it provides a bit more creativity, a bit of colour to make it more engaging. However, this is only a link from my website, which means it's not as interactive. However, it does provide a different aspect. I found it very easy to use, and it was quite difficult to transfer and embed onto the Wix site, which is the only problem I had with it. Another presentation device I used was a website called Powtoon. Now this is an animation website which made it quite eye-catching and interactive. However, it was only a free trial, which was only for a month, so I couldn't use it too often, hence why I only used it on one topic, which was music labels. Overall, I liked the website because it was quite engaging, it was fun to play with. However, initially it was hard to understand. For both of our pitches 1 and 2, we used a website called Canvas, which was a presentation website. This was ideal for pitching, and it made the information easy to present. It's much more simplistic compared to PowerPoint because it had less options, but that was ideal for what we wanted to achieve. We just wanted to display our ideas to our teacher and get some feedback. It was quite difficult to insert images. However, positives I will say about the website is it was easily accessible, which was ideal for each member of the group could work on it at the same time, which meant the process went much quicker. My favourite presentational technique was using SurveyMonkey, a website we use for our target audience. The reason for my strong preference for it was very easy to share through social media, printouts, and this helped the target audience information as it made it much more accurate, as more people would be able to reply. My reason for my strong liking was it was so simplistic, it was easy to use, and the final layout was very clear. For evaluation question 2 and conversation planning, we had a conversation and collected all our ideas using an iPhone recorder. This was very easy because it was just a conversation, yet there was numerous ideas coming out, and this was all downloaded onto the SoundCloud, which is an app that provides a quick upload, and it means all the information is stored in one place. However, it was quite difficult to download on ScoreMax, and it was also difficult to find the actual link so we could transfer the information around the group. For the construction of both our ancillary tasks, Digipack and the website, I used a video screen recorder known as QuickTime Player, which is a software that's already downloaded onto the Macs at school. This did mean that it was only available at school, meaning I had to transfer all my work on the PC, the Lenovo, onto the Macs just to record it. The actual QuickTime Player was very simple to use, as it was only one click of a button. Other technologies that we included to improve the quality of our video included a microphone. Now this attached very simplistically to the camera, and this would cause a better sound quality. However, it did pick up unnecessary sounds, which was quite common in the target audience interviews. Also, it did have a poor battery life, which made it slightly frustrating, as it would cut out quite often. Additionally, we used a Betron speaker. Now this wasn't vital, but it did help when we were making our rough cut and our final cut to help us locate whereabouts we were in the song, and this helped improve the sound and volume, making it easier for the singer to sing, so you can sing in line with the lyrics. This also helped the drummers and the guitarist to play the tunes similarly to what was being played on the actual video. Other websites that I used helped improve the small details that hopefully improve the overall quality. Such website includes a YouTube converter. This uses songs I could use as a background music, such as on the feedback video. The reason I used this is because it had a quick conversion rate. However, it did build up in the storage files section, which made it was difficult to locate. However, it did have a good sound quality when it came to the end product. Another website that I used was called The Font. Now, this was used for the Digipack because we needed the Imagine Dragons font, as it helped make the album cover look much more realistic. The font had a quick download, and it had a large range of text, including the Imagine Dragons one, which was ideal. However, similarly to the YouTube converter, this did build up in storage, making it difficult to locate. However, we did use other fonts for the Digipack, which made the overall look more professional, and the images were more engaging. Furthermore, we use Google as a website to include images and maps. Firstly, images was ideal because it was easy to save an image and then insert it into a site or a document. We use this for our ancillary tasks. For Digipack, we downloaded the album covers of Imagine Dragons, so we could compare our creation of Digipack compared to what was already made, so we could see what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, such as the colours. For our other ancillary task, we used the website, and these included sort of pictures of Imagine Dragons and their album covers, and this provided it with sort of identity. Other Google Google Maps, we used it for location shots. We screenshotted the location to show evidence of where it is and what sort of surrounding around it, such as the facilities, like a hospital, just in case an emergency had occurred. Also, this is evidence to show it was quite close to school, so it was easy for all the band members to travel to. Also, this was used on the call sheet as evidence for surrounding areas. Furthermore, it was easy to navigate maps to find a location. All we had to type in was a postcode, and it took us straight there, so it's very quick. Other resources of information included the TV music channels. Now this provided us information on the types of songs each radio station plays. However, most of these were available on Sky, which isn't easily accessible. Therefore, I had to find it online instead. It was difficult to find initially, and when I did find them, they were quite laggy, they're buffering, which meant the overall quality wasn't great. However, it was good enough for me to identify the genre of the music channel. Another software that we included was Microsoft Excel. This was used for our target audience, as we used them to make charts from the results of the surveys from SurveyMonkey. These charts made it more graphic and more visual for our audience to see, which made it more engaging, and it was easier to extract the data and understand it. However, it was difficult to save, and it was hard to use as well, which meant it wasn't ideal to transfer onto the website. However, it was good presentation, and it did provide an array of colours. The charts that were created on Microsoft Excel were copied onto Paint, a software that's successful on Windows but not Mac. These graphs would save onto Paint as an image, which meant it was much easier to upload onto the Wix site for our coursework. For information on our target audience, we used a website called UK Tribes. Now this contains a wide range of information on different types of target audience, and it also provided a range of terms and terminology. This helped with our video on their preferences. The website was easy to locate, and it's highly recommended, as it's owned by Channel 4, which is a reliable source of information. For our film schedule, we were expected to provide dates of what days we would be doing certain tasks. Therefore, we used Outlook Calendar, as it was an easy layout and it provided a range of colours to make it more eye-catching to the audience. Also, it was very clear to show what days we were doing certain plans, and overall it was very easy to use. For certain information, it was written out in a table format. Therefore, we decided to use Word, as it was a much easier layout to use than Wix, because using the tables was much easier. However, it was difficult to transfer from the Word document onto our Wix site. Therefore, we had to take a screenshot and save it as an image rather than just the text. The last piece of media technology that we used was the artist's website. Now, this helped us gain ideas for what we wanted to include on our ancillary task. So we used bands such as Imagine Dragons, because then it gave us an idea on the colours and layout that they use, and we wanted to try and replicate their identity. We did also use other sites with similar genres such as Fall Out Boy, just to see if they had any sort of better ideas than Imagine Dragons did. In conclusion, we used a wide range of media technologies to gain the best quality videos and a variety of presentational techniques such as Prezi and Powtoon to make it more engaging for our audience.